And welcome back. Those on YouTube. Starting another video here of this multiplayer game. We're about to unpause, I believe. Are you good to do that, Core, or did you need a moment? I'm good to unpause. Core, are you good if I unpause it, or do you need a moment? Can you hear me? Core, can you hear me?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, cool. I was asking if you were good if I unpause or if you needed a moment. Alright, so I'll unpause now if that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just slowly building communist support and saving up political power. I'll need the political power for limited interventionism because there's a lot of decisions you get that cost political power, like to object to Anschluss or an Italian annexation of Albania, or just if the Nazis generate too much world tension, you can ask for congressional authorization to attack them. For now, the Nazis are just building up. Looks like so. Oh, hold up. Looks like got that was nothing, but I got a trait for my Rock Island arsenal. Cool. Gun mass production. Core, do you need some artillery? If I give you some discounted artillery, would that be helpful?
Yeah,
Alright, I just listed some artillery pieces at a discount if you want to buy them.
I don't need artillery.
I mean, you can add it to your division templates. It'll make your push into Central America much easier if you have some artillery pieces. Do you probably have enough, I'm guessing, for your current templates, but if you're going to start adding line artillery to any of your stuff or training more divisions, you'll probably need it then. Or do you just not want any? I was going to give you some discounted pieces. If you're worried about the factories, I can even buy some more oil from you, even though I'd only be getting 1 oil. Here, I'll just give you a handful of artillery pieces at a discount.
Fine, it's whatever.
I mean,
I don't need any artillery.
you don't.
I'm already making some.
Yeah. I mean, well, like, how much do you have in stockpile right now? But do you know how to check your stockpile sizes for stuff?
I need a stockpile. 697.
In stockpile? Um,
Mhm.
yeah, you've got like 30 divisions and it's 24 artillery pieces. No, I think it's more than that actually to add to 36 artillery pieces per line artillery battalion. So that would mean, hold on, 630. You don't even have enough to create 20 artillery battalions. That's nothing. You're actually have very little. Generally speaking, the common meta you'll see on the forums is like 9 infantry, 1 line artillery. If you're pushing with infantry, although I would suggest even more than that, but you definitely want at least that. So, so if you're gonna like build an army to conquer into Central and Southern America, you're gonna need more artillery pieces than your current templates. You get what I'm saying about upgrading templates. I'm typing in-game chat. You can change the templates of your divisions to do things.
Upgrading division templates.
Extra battalions to them. 36 artillery pieces for each line artillery battalion, for example.
To change. I can add a battalion if I wanted to.
Yeah. So I would suggest starting to stockpile artillery for a push into Central America later.
Oh, I could do support anti-air.
What? I mean,
Armored battalion.
yeah, there's support stuff too, but you're not going to really encounter any enemy aircraft. You're going to encounter when you're conquering Central America. You mostly just need soft attack and breakthrough. So, line artillery, ride cheap, soft attack. It's either that or light self held guns, which are much more expensive, and it would take longer until you were ready to push south. Then if you're seeing what I'm writing in the chat, um, yeah, you're going to need a stronger army, and one of the ways to a stronger army isn't just more men, it's more artillery proportional to the number of soldiers. It's better doctrines, which is why I keep emphasizing army XP, saving it up to take doctrines and spend more on army. You there, Corey? You saw what I wrote in the in-game chat, right? About army doctrines and improving your army in preparation for a push south. Core, you there?
Yeah.
But yeah. Um, anyways, if you buy these artillery pieces, I'm just selling you a tiny number since you didn't seem that interested in them, and it's a very good price. You should at least do a little more to buy some, and I also will get a little bit of army XP from you using my equipment too. Um, once I start a Lend Lease. So, yeah. For that matter, let me also put some N1s on sale here as well. I also just put so you can to donate. Yep. Like the real United States, I'm very interested in oil. And talking to Core about upgrading his infrastructure here in Kuila and Tamaulipas. Anyone on YouTube seen this? Um, these are good states for him to industrialize, especially this one because he'll get steel here via focus. But also, they have lots of free build slots, so he can build Civ in these states. It'll improve the oil fields, so I can buy more oil from him. And of course, the infrastructure will help both local supply and construction of civilian factories and other upgrades down the line too, like coastal forts on the Gulf in case of like the Germans overwhelming the Soviets, and suddenly we're in a defending the Atlantic against a Nazi invasion kind of situation. I hope we don't get there, but it's always plausible. Anyways, are you good for me to unpause it, Core, or anything more?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, I'm unpausing. Oop. Why am I suddenly short of chromium? Hold on. Did something go haywire with the build queue? No. All right, we're good. Sorry, just a little bit of a resource shortage issue. Alright, hold on. I just need to start on a new ship class here. It's gonna take a sec. Just finished with the Brooklyn Naval Yard stuff, but it's a little early to. That on a, hold on. Yeah, no, it should be a destroyer hull. Okay. Alright, we're good. For a little while anyways. Alright, sorry. intel stuff. Hey, Corey, you're not trying to you're not trying to crush the Carlists, are you? Because they seem to be really close to surrendering.
I'm currently fighting them, yeah.
But I wouldn't push too aggressively on them. They need to last a little bit longer. Actually, a good bit longer.
There's no really way they're gonna be even lasting longer. I don't even think they're gonna get that focus in time.
Well, you could push on Navarra. Navarra has that unplanned state offensive modifier. Unplanned offensive, so you won't, you'll gain army experience, but you won't, make much of a difference in terms of them surrendering quickly. So I would suggest helping the fight in Navarra, because it's not just the focus. I have spies in place doing a mission.
Yeah, I'll put my guy on defense.
Wish you had told me and pause it, but so. Caught it in time. Let's see. Doing some. It should be good. I'll unpause it. I don't actually need to start in that ship class just yet. Uruguay just got an event. Switched. Looks like they're going neutral. Okay. see that?
Lithuania?
Lithuania. I was worried they might be taking that focus tree before. Yeah, they've declared war. Via...
And Polish People's Republic's still, like, a lot stronger in Lithuania.
Yeah,
Anyways.
how'd they do that? It wasn't via state nationalist council, peasant reform. I'm not sure exactly. It might have been because of the Polish focus tree, actually, that led to that. But I have to start on a ship class here, or else I'm wasting Navy experience. So, if you give me a moment. Da, da, da. I can thin the armor. I might need to do that on this design. I'm going to be developing improved secondaries. So, don't want to. Anywhere I can do secondaries, I'll do it. How is this not costing experience? What? Oh, this is also just under the one naval treaty cap. Bloody hell. Can't actually do anything with that unless I wanted to start production and then add secondaries later, I suppose. Which case? Starting on the USS North Carolina here. Also need to develop a
I'll be right back.
right. Why did the game mark these ships as obsolete? I don't understand. Hmm.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, almost done modernizing some of my ship designs here. Hmm. Alright, just saving it in. In case of any crashes, and ready to go if you're ready to unpause. Are you good? Or I don't want to. Core, are you good for me to unpause it, or do you need more time?
Um, Give me a sec.
Alright. For folks on YouTube, I'm just going to pause the recording for a bit. Welcome back on YouTube. I did not realize I forgot to unpause the recording, but if you share your screen, I don't know what you mean by, if you show me here we go, the warning, something about template with your support equipment. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
Support equipment.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if the screen will load. Um, it's says I've been. There we go. What's the warning if you hover over it? No, if you hover. Sorry, if you can hover over it long enough, I can read it. It takes me a second. Oh, that means you're producing support equipment, but you don't have a division template that's using it. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. That's not a template for support equipment. That's a template for a division that uses support equipment. So if you go to your infantry division, I thought they were. Did you remove something from them, or did they not have engineers or anything?
Wait, hold on.
I thought that you started off with engineers in your infantry division. Did you remove them?
Huh?
The default infantry division template, I thought it started with an engineering company. Should have looked like a shovel.
The shovel?
Did you change any of your division templates for any reason?
Type in it. Type it in chat.
I was asking if you changed one of your if you changed a division template, because you shouldn't have gotten that warning unless you changed a division template and removed the need for support equipment from one of your templates, because you were making support equipment all this time and you didn't have that warning, which would have meant that I don't know if you read some meta guide that said engineers weren't good or something, but I'm trying to figure out why you don't have engineers in that. I would have sworn there were engineers in that template before. Most nations start with a default. Hold on, if you go to obsolete templates though, no, that probably wouldn't. Oh, did you just start making the support equipment? Maybe.
Yeah, I just started making it.
Huh. Okay, maybe you didn't have engineers before. All that means is that you don't yet have engineers or anything like that in any
Right.
of your divisions, but you'll
Need
have them.
aluminum.
What?
Oh yeah, now I have enough. Um, yeah, now I have enough.
You're only at -1 aluminum, so that's nothing. That's only a 5%. I would not buy any because that'll cripple your industrial snowball for very little benefit. Minus
True,
one
but
on
it
a
would benefit my infantry and
what?
true, but it would also help support my infantry and
Very little. You're not even
that
using
support
any support
equipment.
equipment right now. Like literally, you are not using support equipment. Any support equipment won't support your infantry if you're not using support equipment in any template, which is what the warning is about. You've got to add something, a support company that needs support equipment. Support equipment is used for support companies, and none of your templates currently have any support companies, which is why I kept
Q2.
emphasizing army experience. Where is all your army experience go? You only have 7, and I thought you've had a chief of the army for a while. You should have a lot more than that.
What do you mean?
Go over
I
your officer corps for a second.
I already spent my army experience on my second doctrine and the grand battle plan.
Oh, you just bought a second doctrine. Okay. Um,
Yeah,
when you get 10 army experience, that shouldn't take long. You can add engineers to your infantry. They're pretty good. Do you have the tech for it is the question. Open your research for a second.
what?
You might not have the technology for engineers yet. If you click just on that, it doesn't matter. You're just trying to open your tech tree. It doesn't matter what you click on, any one of the 3. Radio or anything. And then you go over to, you see the man with a plus sign next to him? The tab support companies. It's next infantry.
This?
Yeah, okay. You don't have the tech for any
No,
support companies yet.
I
So,
don't have it yet.
right.
In
What I
order to
would
get those, I know field hospitals are really good for I
Field
know field hospitals are
field
gonna.
hospitals get really good at about 1942 tech level. They're not very good at 1936 tech. But what is good, almost from the get-go, because you're going to be fighting down through Latin America, is either logistics or engineers. But I would say engineers at just this tech level, because we're still in the early game, and you don't have engineers or recon. Actually, recon can make a huge difference if you added like light armored recon. I could actually I could actually sell you some armored cars, or I think I have some in my stockpile, or you can make some. They're pretty cheap for that. Yeah, the special projects or things. So I would either do engineers or recon companies. They're both very useful,
Yeah.
and they'll
So
improve your
these are almost
stats.
done, so I'm gonna wait for these to finish.
Yeah, you need to wait for those to finish first. That's correct. You definitely don't want to cancel them. All right, so yeah, I mean
Let's
it's good to
pause.
yeah. I paused in case you need to change something quickly um because you asked me and it sounded like you got a warning. You can yeah, once you have the tech, you can add engineers or add recon to your divisions. Those are both good uses of support equipment. Right now you're
Oh,
stockpiling, but you don't yet have a use for it. But that's fine because you're gonna
by the way, I just wanted to say it. Um, Poland should have a better chance to last and fight since they own that little piece of territory to just about completely encircle this little
Poland.
German land over here.
Oh, that's East Prussia. Yeah.
Yeah, once they take this, then they'll be better off
Um.
lasting too because
In theory,
they'll have those naval bases they get access to, so they can kind of control this area.
well, no, the German army is much stronger than the Polish army. So actually, what ends up happening is that Germany pushes east and connects those two pieces of land
I mean,
usually.
even like knowing that these are both, well, since these are both um re- since they're both communists, the Soviets are most likely to help the Polish People's Republic anyways if anything goes wrong, and we can just send volunteers over in the future once the Germans actually do decide to attack uh Polish. So either way, they're still gonna have a lot of help.
If the
And oh yeah,
Soviets,
also
the Soviets,
he was talking about in the future also how the French Commune are gonna get a civil war once they flip, because the nationalists are gonna be pissy.
no, the French Commune doesn't always get a civil war when they flip. There's three subpaths, and only one of them leads to a civil. Well, actually, no, sorry. Only one of them requires a civil war. There's three subpaths that
Cutting
branch
it
off of
way too much.
two subpaths, and only one of those two subpaths involves a civil war. If you look at the focus tree, and hold on, I'll save here because this is also a great time to save. Um, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to do some naval designs because I'm full on Navy experience again. Anyhow, if you look at the French focus tree, they have a choice between reconciliation or revolution to the utmost. Oh, don't unpause it. I need to do something with my ship designs. I didn't even have any warning that you unpaused it. But only one of those focus subpaths involves a civil war. They don't get one automatically. So, um, hold on. I'm just I'm updating
Nothing I can really.
ship. What?
Nothing. I was just talking to myself.
I'm good now. I keep hitting the Navy XP cap, and Navy experience goes to waste if I don't spend it. And I do have things to spend it on. Um,
Yeah. Uh, just note that I have a tendency to talk to myself a lot.
I don't mind. So, I have a bunch of things I'm going to be spending Navy experience on later. I not quite at this point that I can spend most of it, so I'm just doing more marginal things this particular moment that still need to get done eventually. Um,
Anything I can use this extra experience on? Navy experience, naval experience.
how much you, do you have trade interdiction yet?
Do I have what?
Trade interdiction?
Huh?
Trade your Navy doctrine. Do you have it yet?
Right. Oh, what do
Um,
you mean?
so your Navy doctrine tree? There's a Navy doctrine tree. Hold on. Um,
What about the naval doctrine? Oh, yeah, I already have trade interdiction. I could save it to get something like raider patrols or convoy interdiction or carrier operations.
how much Navy experience do you have?
How much what?
Hold on. I'm gonna go over to screen share again. I'd closed it before because it runs smoother when not. All right. So you've got 76 Navy experience, and you've got okay. Click on the little thing next to admirals. Okay. Yeah. So you've got trade interdiction one. All right. And you're probably going to want to switch into a different tree later. Just the reason for this is so if you go back to your officer core view,
Yeah,
uh, uh,
we have him and him.
oh
He
shoot,
gets plus 15% naval experience gain, and then plus 0.40 daily.
that's for political power. That's
For,
not
but
for
that's for the reformer, and he costs
the
200.
yeah. You should probably actually grab the decisive battle guy who costs 50.
The reformer?
No, the decisive battle because he's cheaper and he gives you actual bonuses to your combat.
Uh,
The reformer just
yeah, but
gives you
he costs political power. I'm saving right now.
yeah.
Remember, gotta get the pardon,
You'll get
Cristero fighters.
150 when you do. Um, yeah, you could. Yeah, I guess you're right. But yeah, but they both cost political power. One costs 200, the other costs 50. I was gonna say you could. The reason for trade interdiction is you could do.
I
Is you
know this could probably be good for the future naval air defense expert.
these these things all cost political power. It's in red, which only means you don't have enough. But if you click on the
I
shoot,
know, I was just looking at
yeah,
them, seeing which ones will be good
yeah.
for the future.
Uh, if you click on, you do can choose that spirit of the Navy on the far right. It's
Part
below
A.
admirals.
Where?
No, it's on the left. I mean, it's on the far right of the spirits. It says, sorry, it's
Oh,
there.
this.
Uh, um, yeah, efficient communications will help a lot, especially if you're using any kind of subs.
Positioning.
Positioning
Tree
is very, very, very important, especially if your admirals are only level 1 skill, like you currently are.
score
It's very
critical
important
hits.
with low
Plus
skill
15.
admirals, and it's very important with when you have larger fleets. Positioning.
PT decision chance plus 10%. Fleet speed while retreating plus 10%. Screening bonus while only using capital ships plus
You won't
1.
be able to keep that later when you switch to a different Navy doctrine tree, though.
Night fishing. I mean, it's not.
Night
I
fighting.
want to say it's the best though because it's well only during the game's nighttime, which because
Is
of
it?
the cycle, it's an in and out buff.
Yes, but efficient communications benefits you all the time, pretty much, because it's very, very common to have positioning that's less than 100%, which gives you an attack debuff. So efficient communications gives you positioning, which effectively removes a debuff, a very nasty
True,
debuff.
because so pretty much positioning out, basically positioning outclasses anything when it comes to attack and defense. It's usually
Yeah,
positioning you want the most.
yeah. Efficient communications really
Okay,
helps
I'll grab
if you either have a
efficient
much larger fleet
communication.
or low skill admirals, because there's things that can give position debuffs like certain types of naval terrain, and then it can be if you have a larger fleet, it can be have if a task force joins the battle, so reinforcements arrive partway through the battle, you suffer a temporary positioning debuff then.
I'll just put some pause.
Yeah, okay. I'll stop doing the
I
stream.
was also looking at some of these tactics I could do now that I have the grand battle plan.
Um,
I
I'd
was
probably
looking at one that's like well planned attack, overwhelming fire, and breakthrough mostly. This one gives more an offense.
hold on.
This one gives less an offense,
If
but
you're talking about a preferred
the
tactic,
defender.
the generals roll the tactics automatically, but you can take a preferred one, but your best ones don't come until you have more doctrines than that. The British ambassador country, sorry, I got a event. The British are antagonizing me for some reason. They're worried about my naval expansion.
Yeah. Well, when it comes for fighting, we're more so looking for breakthrough, right?
Hold on.
Also, why'd you pause it?
Because the British are threatening war against me.
They're threatening war?
Yes, they're threatening war against me if I don't stop
Why?
expanding my navy. I'm not
Oh,
kidding.
because you expanded your navy too much?
For them, yeah. I guess.
They're all piss pants because they're lazy.
No, it's because the London Naval Treaty, the whole point of it was to avoid a naval arms race. I guess I'm going to have to switch to producing convoys if I don't want to keep antagonizing them soon. Yeah, probably starting on a super heavy battleship was something that really antagonized them, but I don't know. What I can do is wait for the decision to time out, is to buy as much time as possible, and then I agree to their demands. But this is going to be not great, and if I don't meet their demands, they might declare war on me, and I might, if I just tell them no, I'll lose stability. If I at least try and meet their demands, I don't know what will happen, but hopefully I can avoid war. but there's a chance that the British attack me. And the British army is actually much stronger than mine. The United States starts with a very weak army. It takes time for them to build up. They have 3 times my military factories, and they have about the same number of dockyards, which is why I'm confused why they would be upset. Because they should be building their navy up at almost the same rate I'm building mine. It's not like I undertook a major program to expand my navy. I've just been building ships at normal rate. So, I don't know. Bloody British. Yeah, well, anyways, I guess we can unpause. It doesn't seem to be much I can do about it right now. So, just completed a fuel refining tech.
Just watching the Lithuania war right now, and
You could send volunteers to that war. You could send
what,
volunteers.
that one?
Yeah, you could send volunteers to help Poland. Lithuania isn't going to last very long.
There'd be no point. The war's about over. The Polish are pushing heavily.
Eh, true. It might make the Polish like you more, though. And they might be willing to, like, sign a non aggression pact with you or something if you do it.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of which, I do have one army, so no, that's a good point. Maybe I will. Well, the
Um,
only reason they hate me right now is because I'm a different ideology than them, though I am flipping, so either way, they're still gonna like me.
yeah. But if they sign a non-aggression pact with you because you send volunteers, they'll like you more. And if they like you more, they're probably more likely to buy resources from you, which can give you factories. Speaking of
Yeah,
which, if there are
Polish
any,
opinion of Mexico went down. Mexican opinion, though, Mexico still kind of, my country still kind of hates Polish.
hmm, bloody British. That's all I can say. Bloody British. Um, hold on, I'm almost at my Navy experience cap again. I would like to save in case something happens with the British stuff. That have a save to fall back on. If the British attack me at this point, I will lose. There's
Oh
not
yeah,
much.
wait, hold on. I can, yeah, pardon Cristero fighters. There we go. It's extra war support. And my stability is still rising.
I'm just gonna grab a Navy doctrine because I wasn't planning on doing it. Just gonna save it, but the British are have me a little nervous. Um, grabbing raider patrols. Okay, I'm pausing. And I don't not quite ready to switch out trade interdiction yet. So,
Oh my god, why do I have 76 command power? Where the fuck did that come from?
hmm? You've been building command power all this time.
Hey, Northstar, what could I use 77 command power on right
Recruiting.
now?
I would suggest you.
What do I do?
I would suggest recruiting either new admirals
I could
or.
promote my generals and officers.
Oh, shoot! You don't have many field marshals. I would promote some of your generals to field marshal with it. That's like 40 command power to promote a general to field marshal.
I could promote.
I mean, just
Oh, actually, I might. Yeah, I can promote this guy. He seems pretty good. He is a war hero too.
yeah, war heroes are cheaper to promote. They only
Plus,
cost
he has
20.
4 attack skill, 1 skill in defense. So,
One star
because
field marshal, you can give him offensive doctrine, and that
he's
makes
of
him
air.
fight a little better. What?
Okay, so this general's a chief of air force.
You can
What about
eventually
this one?
promote them all. It's just a
War
question of who you want to
industrialist.
promote first.
Oh, uh, true. I don't think promoting them would hurt. That's it. Oh, he's already a field marshal. I mean, no, this guy doesn't seem pretty bad, and he has career officer, so he's minus 25% promotion cost with no extra debuffs. So I could promote this dude real quick. Cost 30. Holy. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna promote. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna promote this dude. And now I can. Yeah, it's only 20 for him, and I could also then promote this. Yeah, this guy. So I can promote 3 of my generals. Star.
Yeah.
I said I can promote 3 of my generals.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
just
I
pick.
already promoted one, but I can promote the other two.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to, just pick one and promote them.
Alright. Would it change anything if they're like a field marshal or general? Or like, would it just make them better overall?
If they're a field marshal, they suffer a temporary debuff while for 100 days while they're getting used to new responsibilities, but afterwards they have an extra trait slot which can be used eventually to make them a better general. Because field marshals can still be in charge of armies. You don't have to put them in charge of army groups. And the extra the extra trait slot can be used to give them more traits that they aren't as generals, or you can like give them field marshal only traits. The most important of which are either offensive doctrine, which will help them at any level, or defensive doctrine, which if they're only level 1 or 2 will allow them to roll elastic defense when they normally would have to be level 3 for it. So, um, and of course, defensive doctrine also helps someone who's acting as a field marshal.
Yeah, so promote them.
Yeah, I would promote people. I would definitely. It's probably a good use of command power. You're focusing on your army. I'm focusing on my navy mostly, which is probably why the British are upset
Alright.
because my navy is starting to really eclipse theirs. I guess. Um,
I'll promote this guy too. I can give them defensive or offensive. Hmm.
Uh, while this is going on, those of you on YouTube, I'm going to pause the recording for a while. Okay,
I can also
unpause now.
take a trait real quick for my for the ones I just promoted.
Hold on, I can take an on-map decision now. That
What?
I said I can take an on-map decision now that I just completed something. Where is the bloody the bloody Canadian capital? I should be able to recruit spies from Canada. Or Mexico at least. South American section, Asian section. What? This is being weird. Sorry. Local recruitment. I can't create a European section for spies yet. Well, I guess I'll create the South American section, or yeah, that'll help with your pushes south. All right. Sorry, doing some local agent recruitment. It's a spy thing when you take localized training centers. Shoot, I need to take another intelligence agency upgrade. Oh, excuse me. Invisible ink. Yeah, all right. There we go. Oh, now the on-map decision. Maybe it just took a second. All right, I'll recruit a Canadian spy for now, but I do want to recruit in South America later. So, whatever. All right, I need to save here because I'm about to have the decision with the UK timeout, and I think it automatically picks to we'd rather not find out what the measures are. But it's better safe than sorry.
Just got that completed.
Shoot, I just gotta
I just
return to
repealed the Callies law, so I can do abolish capital punishment and state education. What should I do? Repeal it? Should I do abolish capital punishment or a Bolivarian alliance?
abolish capital punishment so you can pardon the Cristero fighters and get state education. State education gives you another research slot, which is very important, and it weakens the Catholic Church, which by that point you should have hopefully reached 25% war support. If you haven't by then you may, well, yeah, it's a 70-day focus, so you should have enough time to reach 25% war support, and that'll reduce the church back to powerful church. And then when you do worker militias, after that, you'll reduce them to assertive and party revolution, and then when you do Bolivarian alliance, you reduce them to weak. Well, I'm about to suffer a big old stability debuff because my navy is too big compared to United Kingdom, and I have no way to withdraw from the treaty unless world tension spikes soon. Then I'll just withdraw, I guess. This is not good. Anyhow, I wasn't familiar with the London Navy Treaty mechanics, so I might be getting screwed really hard by these. Like, I may be getting every 30 days and minus 10% stability. It won't be long before I don't have any stability if that happens. Just because of the freaking British. Because they decided to warn me that my navy was too big. I started the game with a navy bigger than theirs, so what the heck was I gonna do?
Oh, my little buddy over here arrived. So, gonna have you go straight over there. We're also going to give you a quick little battle plan. One first year.
Oh, sorry, you didn't need it paused still, did you? I wasn't sure if you need it paused.
No, I'm good.
Alright, cool. Hold on. Spy stuff. Starting to spy on the Germans.
Yeah. Lithuania's gone.
Poland decided to occupy them? What? That was not the smartest thing they've ever done.
What?
I said that was not the smartest move.
You keep cutting out.
I said that was not the smartest move on the behalf of Poland to fully occupy them like that.
So can't make out what you're saying.
I said that was not the smartest move on behalf of the
I still can't understand. You're cutting out too badly.
I said that was not the smartest move. That was not the smartest move on behalf of Poland.
What was the smarter move?
To occupy Lithuania.
Oh.
Could have puppeted them.
Yeah, Poland took Lithuania. They probably plan on going for... Well, it doesn't look like they're going for Latvia.
Communist Poland can't do that. It can't core Lithuania. Hold on here a second. Cool. Just a scales contract there, I guess. Bu- 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 Well, I just lost a bunch of political power because of the bloody Brits. Uh, that's new.
The Czech Republic joins the Danubian Federation.
Yep.
Isn't the Nubian Federation that? Yeah, it's just that one that consists of
No, it's
uh
huge now. Take a look at the
Romania.
faction map. It contains Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Romania, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, and Austria. Now, it's pretty much every country in Eastern Europe except for Poland and the Baltic states. It's enormous, and it's growing. And it's going to recreate the Austro-Hungarian Empire intentionally.
Yeah. Why'd you pause?
Resource shortage issue. It's just fixing it. Stemming from my navy. Well, I ignored the British and got a stability penalty once of 10% stability. I don't know if it'll happen again. If it's only once, I guess I can deal with it.
Fun.
What?
Mechanical research stuffs
Mechanical what?
So research stuff.
I can't understand what you're saying. Just type it in the chat.
Research stuff.
What about research stuff?
Never mind. That's
You can just type it here in the chat. I'm not sure what you were saying.
it's fine.
Right. I was just saying that the British decided to warn me about exceeding the naval treaty, and I lost 10% stability because of them. Annoying, since I'm as long as they don't go fascist or something, I'm on their side. What the hell is going on with my resources? Right. Hmm. Hold on for a sec. finished attack. Yeah. Starting to build up my infantry equipment MIO. And I think I need to revise the design. Yep, where's that bloody ship? There we go. The Wichita class and the New Orleans class. Where are you? Sorry, I was trying to pause. Where are you in your focus tree right now?
Hmm?
Your focus tree. Where are you in it right now?
What?
Your focus tree. Where are you in your focus tree right now?
Oh, I'm still on abolish capital punishment.
All right, cool. Just checking, seeing where progress is. Hold on, I'm gonna save real quick. Always good to have it. Don't know what happened if I tried to save while it was not paused, and there we go. Uh, Lovely. Midterm elections just occurred. Looks like it cost me most of my house support. Oh, that's bloody lovely. I didn't realize I'd reset everything.
You didn't realize what?
I just had midterm elections and suddenly it reset my entire support in the House of Representatives. It said I'd lost one seat in the House, but I actually lost like 200 seats in the House. Either it's a bug or it's meant to reset your support or it just told me the wrong thing. I don't know. But yeah. Suddenly I don't have any support in the House because of what might be a bug. I don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to work.
The Dominion of Australia seeks distance from Commonwealth.
Yep, never another Galapagos. So that means they're trying to break off of from being a British puppet, and they might go fascist or communist or just try and align themselves with me.
Oh, I'm gonna do state education now.
Yep.
Once I get state education done, I will go for Bolivarian Alliance. So once I get Bolivarian Alliance, go EG to worker militias and Party of the Revolution. Party of the Revolution doesn't weaken it again.
Uh,
EG
at,
to worker militias and
yeah, after you
Live
get
It
state
Alliance.
education, you should probably run for Party of the Revolution because that'll get you that worker militia thing, which is good. You need to weaken the
Oh
church
yeah,
before you can do it. So state education will weaken them down to powerful,
yeah, and
and
the Bolivarian Alliance. What
yeah, Bolivarian alliance will reduce them down to assertive.
assertive?
At which point you can then
How much
take
does this
worker
take?
militias.
Okay, I need. Yeah, I can have assertive church while doing that. Okay, so yeah, so
While doing
it's
what?
after state education, it would be Bolivarian Alliance and then Agita worker militias.
Yeah, and then Party of the Revolution. Speaking of, while the Catholic Church is still at least powerful, so while you're doing before you finish Bolivarian Alliance, you need to pardon
Oh
as
yeah,
many
I did get
Cristero fighters as you can.
177 political power out of the last one.
Yeah, you should start pardoning as many Cristero fighters as you can before the Catholic Church gets too weak to do that anymore.
Yeah, I'm currently pardoning Cristero fighters right now.
And when that's done, you'll be able to do it again. And oh yeah, you'll also, of course, want to go to once once the Catholic Church is down to assertive, then you can do partial mobilization, or maybe just once you get 25 war support. So yeah.
Yeah,
Although the problem
I'll
is,
pardon these Cristero
yeah,
fighters. Once I do state education, that'll give me +5 stability. And then once I do Bolivarian Alliance, that's also giving me stability. But what would give me war support? No, that's stability.
state education Bolivarian Alliance aren't
Okay,
giving you
Party of the
stability.
Revolution.
They're just undoing the Catholic state spirit, which is costing you stability. It's not quite the same thing because you were going to weaken them sooner or later, anyways, probably. It's not giving you
Yeah, true.
base stability, it's just weakening the Catholic
I'm just
Church.
gonna lose stability slowly if I don't weaken the church,
Yeah.
so
Well, no, you don't. You don't
I don't really
lose
have a
it.
choice here.
You don't lose it over time. It's stable. It's not. Nothing changes. You're at -5%. National spirits are just they're an additive modifier on your base stability. So right now your base stability is 72.5. You have 4.2% ruling party popularity and -5% stability from Catholic state. That's steady. In fact, your stability. The only reason you're losing stability is because of increasing communism support, and because it's not your ruling party. And once it's a ruling party, it will actually increase stability. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
state
let's
education because research
pause
slots.
also.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, state education is good for the research slot. And then, oh, I just got a special project thing. Tsunami of innovation. Okay. Almost done with cruiser subs, and that'll pave the way for working towards fleet subs eventually.
Yeah. I have one more civilian factory
Oh,
building in Veracruz, and then after this factory is done, then it's infrastructure.
hold on, no one. I'm pausing because I'm actually need to revise another ship template. Um, in fact, I have
Another
a
what?
bunch to revise. What? I'm 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 doing some work on a ship template. Um,
Alright.
where's the Brooklyn class? That can't be right. There's the New Orleans. Sorry, every time I update a bloody design, it randomly decides what is obsolete, and it's almost never accurate. It's the most annoying darn thing. It's the Omaha. There's the New Orleans. Wichita B1, Omaha B1, New Orleans. And Brooklyn class, which I sworn I already had this upgraded. Hmm. Not sure if that was the most efficient way to do the upgrade, but whatever. almost done with the revisions to the ship designs. How's that? Okay. Cool. All right, good to go. I'm pausing it. You're still there. It's good for me to unpause, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, just making sure for. Oh, somehow it got turned down speed. Oops. I do wonder what the Germans are going to do at this point. I don't think they can defeat that faction that's arrayed against them very easily. Without being able to do Anschluss and getting all that entails, they might lose. Well, they might win, actually. I can't be sure, but there's some chance that they lose. At least
Oh
it's
yeah.
not going to be an
One of the
easy.
by the way, sorry that I wasn't listening earlier. I was just when you pause it a lot, I can get really impatient.
Oh, I was saying, I don't know if you look at the faction map. I'm not sure quite what how
The what map?
the faction map. It's the one that looks like a star. It's next to the eye symbol in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen.
Intel?
No, it's to the right of that. It looks like a star.
Last one.
It
Yeah.
it's hold on. I'll see if
Oh, they have an alliance. Trotsky already has an alliance. They have the Fourth International. That's it. Oh,
hold on. You got some kind of pop up.
hold up. Communism on the rise.
Oh, wait a second. You got
Even becomes a ruling party. Oh, yep. This is our flip.
wait. No, 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 no. Don't be so eager. Uh, you got an event that would allow you to flip? Is that
What?
did you got an event that would allow you to flip?
What?
You don't want to do that because Party of the Revolution, the focus that lets you flip, gives you a leader trait that's really good. Uh, what does we need a referendum do? What is it? Does that flip you instantly?
What?
I was asking what we need a referendum does. It flips you instantly. Yeah, you probably want to delay as long as possible. Do you know how to do that? If you click the little thing in the upper left-hand corner, it will delay a decision. No, upper left-hand corner of the pop-up.
Communism on the rise. 13 days.
Yeah, you can delay it for 2 weeks.
How do I delay it?
Uh, so you see the pop-up in the center of your screen. The pop-up in
Huh?
the center of your screen, the box, the thing that says communism on the rise. That's a pop-up. In the upper left-hand corner of the pop-up, there should be a little arrow to the left.
Yeah.
No, of the pop-up in the center of your screen, the box shape to look. So
Mm.
follow the cursor a little bit to the left. Now, no, not that far left. A little, and now straight up towards the top of the screen.
Yeah.
You can minimize the event, and this will give you 2 weeks to make a decision. Uh,
Uh,
you're gonna want to delay that if possible um, because if you flip, you won't be able to get Party of the Revolution. If you don't get Party of the Revolution, you won't get the leader trait, which
Wait, don't I just... Wouldn't I just technically bypass part of the revolution if I'm already communist?
you wouldn't be able to take it if you're already communist. That's the problem.
Oh, you're saying if I turn communist now, I won't be able to get it.
I'm
Party
pretty
of the Rev.
sure. I could be wrong.
Hold on, let me... Hold on. Let me look at it real quick. Party of the Revolution.
Left click on it because often the conditions that can't prevent something from active are in that top thing with the scroll down. So if you scroll down further, because there's usually hidden conditions.
Focus will cancel the requirements or not. Has not completed focus communist revolution. So it's not completed focus.
Huh.
So,
It doesn't say that you can't do it if you're not communist. Look at the worker militias, though. That one might be gated. It might be that you can do Party of the Revolution, but you should check that you can do worker militias. Because you might need to do worker militias soon. It might just change. It doesn't say you can't do Party of the Revolution if PCM isn't your ruling party, so
well, this is a Party of the Revolution is changing over. Then why don't I just bypass it then?
you can't. No, it doesn't say it'll bypass, so then it won't. So it'll probably do something different if you're already communist, which might be still good or might not. It'll change what the focus does, and it won't tell you what the focus does until you're communist. But hold on. But if you look at the worker militias, because that focus might have an issue with already being communist. If you scroll down in the top box, because sometimes there's hidden bypass conditions. No bypass conditions. Huh. Alright, here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to save the game in case it does something weird.
Okay, so if I turn communist, then
It might not do anything bad. Here's what I do. So I just
no,
saved the game.
like it also says over here in Party of the Revolution, it doesn't say anything about like you can't do this
Yeah.
one if you're already communist. So
Sometimes focuses like that are invalid, and sometimes they don't care. So, alright, what I just did is I saved the game, and now if you take the decision to flip communist, if you want to do that to avoid the possibility of a civil war, of course. So if you take the decision to flip communist right now via that pop-up, go to your decisions. I saved the game so we can roll it back if we don't like what happened, but this allows us to see what happens. So if you left click on that, and I'll bring
yeah.
it. Now if you do a referendum, we need a referendum, it should flip you. It costs you some political power. You're now the Mexican Soviet Republic. And now if you go back to your focus tree to see what happened.
To the tree?
Yeah, the focus tree. Now if you hover over worker militias, it doesn't say anything about being unable to take it. And what does Party of the Revolution do now?
So start for that one. Start. Yeah, I can still get it.
The worker militias, yes, but Party of the Revolution, it changed what it did. Shoot. Okay, so you can still take it, but you won't get the leader trait anymore. Do you notice it no longer says that you'll gain the leader trait? Which is equivalent to hiring a second captain of industry. It would have been double industry boost, and you can't get that boost anymore. So what I'm going to do is... What? So here, if you go back to your country leader, I'll show you what I mean by leader traits. So if you open back up your country flag in the upper left, because you notice you no longer, before it said you would get a trait. So if you hover over that guy, he's a devoted Trotskyist, right? Which gives subversive activity cost and more support. If you flip communist via Party of the Revolution, instead you get a guy who's equivalent to a captain of industry, which gives you infrastructure, construction speed. He's a protector of the campesinos. He's a better leader, and you still get elections, which sounds bad, but having elections as a communist country is good because the election events can sometimes give you buffs. Elections are more often good than bad. So you lose a permanent bonus to your country, and you get a worse leader this way. So I'll roll it back, if that's all right, because that's not a good outcome. Hover over state education for a second, though. I'm curious about something. How far you've gone into it. You might be able to switch to worker militias earlier and just delay your research slot, just so that you don't risk a revolution too soon.
So are we...
Probably rolling it back. I just wanted to see how far you were in state education to see if it's even plausible to, or like, you'd only lose 2 days of progress if you switched to worker militias. You'd delay your research slot, but you had no way of predicting this event would occur. Obviously, it was random number generator dependent. So yeah, you can go straight for worker militias and then Party of the Revolution, and hopefully you won't get a civil war before that happens. And if you do get a civil war, you can choose the communist side, or you can choose the not communist side and still turn around and flip communist via... I might be able to show you something really janky. What?
I can't make out what you're saying almost at all.
Well, all right. So I was gonna exit to menu. So I'm gonna close the server. I saved it before, right? So that I can roll back.
Okay, so it wasn't a good thing to flip then, I'm guessing.
No. But there is
Uh,
something really janky you can do now, which is not something that was predictable, but it's actually really kind of potentially powerful.
yeah, because I'm more so kind of focused on wondering what that about that leader that I'm gonna get if once I do Party of the Revolution.
Yeah, that leader is very good. And turn on hot join, starting up the server again. You should be able to join in.
Alright.
So, what I was
Yeah, you're
saying, can you?
cutting out badly.
Oh, it's because it's transferring the data right now. I'm gonna type it in Discord. It's cutting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shoot.
True.
No, you wouldn't be able to do it during a
So
civil
the
war.
issue is so much communism support, I'm most likely gonna lose a lot of my troops in general.
That's why you
My
want
com
to. Um, that's why you want to rush for. Um,
so what are we gonna do?
um, hold on. I just realized all this time I was worried about spending naval XP, and I could have been spending it on the Marine Corps. Oop, that was dumb.
I say I get state education first to bring back bring the church down to powerful church just so because I'm still gonna be pardoning Cristero fighters plus
Yeah. Well, the worker
uh
militias will also bring it down to powerful church, and you.
yeah, because if I don't weaken them soon, then eventually my stability is gonna suffer.
No, you're not losing. This is not a ticking stability. Your stability is stable, and it's not going to get any worse. But um, but
Yeah.
you're not losing any stability. But if you switch to worker militias, you don't. What you don't want is to get a civil war, communist if possible, because you will lose a lot of divisions. You can still win it, but it's better if you switch right to worker militias right now and cancel the current focus. You lose 2 days of progress, but you don't want that civil war, right?
I can't switch over to the worker militias yet because I have to have at least the minimum would be assertive.
Oh, yeah, that's
So,
right. Sure.
because that brings
Ch-
me down to powerful, so I
shoot.
have to go for, yeah, I'd still have to go for Bolivarian Alliance,
And then you could
and
do worker
then, or,
militias.
Or I could nationalize church lands, weaken it once, just to go straight for the worker militias.
Um,
Also getting assertive.
yeah, uh, that. Shoot. This is an unexpected turn of events. I think you'll probably be fine with the Bolivarian alliance thing. It's a rare outcome to have that civil war right away, unless it gives you a mission telling you have a certain amount of time to flip. Otherwise, the mean time to happen should still be over like a year or something. You should probably have enough time to flip, but not guaranteed. It's up to you how much you want to risk the civil war. Um, it's very random number generator depending. I can't tell you what's going to happen because it's random. Um, I would definitely delay a decision as long as possible, and yeah, and then I would probably say it'll blow over. And yeah, if you want to get the worker militias quicker, you might need to nationalize church lands. However, I wouldn't do it quite yet because right now you're still parting the Cristero fighters, and that will just undo the nationalization of church lands. So you need to and you were trying to get up to partial mobilization. Shoot. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, here's something extra janky you can do, right?
Yeah.
If you do get that civil war and you keep parring the Cristero fighters up to like 25% and weakening the church enough, you'll be able to incite tensions between the church, and then you'll be able to be over 50% war support during the Civil War. You can take war economy instead of partial mobilization, and then to prevent a demobilization mission, you can march southwards. So you keep declaring wars on little Central American countries to avoid a demobilization crisis. You can literally just like attack a Central American country every like 6 months or something, or 5 months, or whatever the time is to demobilize. I think you have 6 months. So every 5 months, you invade a country in Central America and you'll be fine, even though you're under war economy without 50% war support. So that's if you get the Civil War. That's a way to make lemonade out of lemons. If you don't get the Civil War, then even better, you know. But either way, I wouldn't nationalize the church lands because you can actually that's costing you political power, and it's for a very small probability that you actually manage to like avoid a civil war that you wouldn't have had that way. Like you're unlikely to have the civil war no matter what, so you're not moving the odds
Yeah,
very much further.
I'm trying to avoid a civil war.
If you do have one, it's not terrible because I was explaining before the civil wars can add extra build slots to states. So if it does happen, it could actually be a good thing, but that you can milk for extra industry. But you probably won't get one anyways, as long as you go for Party of the Revolution after Bolivarian Alliance. You do need to prioritize probably going down that path, or at the very least, you should wait to nationalize the church lands until after you've pardoned another Cristero fighter, because pardoning Cristero fighters makes the church stronger. So you don't want to be pardoning anymore when you're starting to weaken the church. And you probably want to run that one more time to get partial mobilization at least. So there are a variety of branching paths you can take here, but yeah, I guess the first thing you have to do is state education, and just let that referendum blow over, which means you probably want to. I didn't even know you could get that random event as Mexico. That's like a generic ideology flip event that most countries are locked out of if they have a focus to flip. And you have two focuses to flip communist, not one. So I don't understand why you were even able to get that event. Um, there is one other thing you can do. or two other things you can do. If you get that event at the Civil War, you can choose to play as the communist side in the Civil War, I'm pretty sure, number one. Number two, you could do communist revolution after state education. Um,
I just want to avoid a civil war.
well, there's no, I mean, you could, but civil wars aren't always bad, and you're going to weaken yourself trying to avoid one at all costs. Um, that's what I'm saying. The safest path is also the weakest path. The weakest path would be taking that referendum, but if you want to get the improved leader trait, or you want to get extra stability war support faster, um, or if you want to weaken the church faster, no matter what you're trying to do, avoiding a civil war at all costs is the weakest path. Playing a slightly more dangerous game has much, it's risk reward. You take a risk, but you have a big reward if it pays off. It's a little bit of gambling almost, but the odds are greatly in your favor. It's like, think of it as an investment in the stock market or something. It could pay off, it could blow up in your face. The only rule of gambling is never gamble what you're not willing to lose, or investing. Never invest what you're not willing to lose. Same thing. Um, yeah. Uh, but anyways, for now, I would delay that referendum. Say it'll blow over. If you really want to flip quickly and not get the random civil war, you can take the civil war via focus, communist revolution. If you want to try for that strong leader trait, then there are two paths to do that, and that's either state education, nationalize the church lands, worker militias, or state education, Bolivarian Alliance, worker militias. It only adds 70 days to do Bolivarian Alliance, and you save 75 political power. So it's on average beneficial to do the Bolivarian Alliance path, especially since you're going to want to do that focus sooner or later anyway, so you can start march southwards. So you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of branching possibility here. Also, those on Discord, I'm going to cut the recording here at 2 hours, 30 minutes. I didn't realize it had gone so long, and starting a new one. Thanks for watching.